Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to Thinking with the Quran once again. A place where we look at one verse each episode, look at the translation, and try to see how we can apply the meaning of this verse into our daily lives in today's world, especially in context of different generations that are trying to make sense of everything that is happening in their daily lives. Today's verse is from Surah Muzammil, which is Surah number 73, and it is verse number 9. Here it goes. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Rabbul Mashriqi wal Maghribi. La ilaha illa huwa. Fattakhizuhu wakila. What that means is He's the Lord of East and the West. There is no God but Him for worship, and He's disposer of all your affairs. Now, it's a very simple verse. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is keeping it simple again, is he is the Rabb of everything between East and the West. East and the West, the entire spectrum of our existence. Now, this is not just what we can see. This is not just in our line of sight, but it is also what we cannot see, what is beyond our visible frequencies, which is beyond our observable decibel limits, which is beyond the observable universe. So, Rabbul Mashriqi wal Maghribi, we humans can only see to an extent, hear to an extent, think to an extent. But Allah Ta'ala, His lordship, His divinity extends beyond any boundaries, from where everything starts till where everything ends. So, from east to west, north to south, there is no end to what He is Allah over. Rabbul Mashriqi wal Maghribi. Now, what that also means is the control, that He has control over everything. He is a planner of the planners. He is a thinker of the thinkers. He executes things. Kun fayakun. La ilaha illa huwa. There's no Lord other than Allah. A very simple thing that I try to instill in my kids, that who has control over everything? Especially one of my sons, kind of afraid of weather and lightning and hail. So anytime the weather goes gray, he starts getting antsy. So same thing, same conversation we have. Well, who controls the weather? Who controls the rain? Who controls the hail? Who controls the lightning? Well, Allah does. So would you rather be looking outside the window, or should you rather be praying to Allah to stop the rain or stop the lightning? So, La ilaha illa huwa. We ourselves, and we want to send the same message to our kids, especially Gen Zs and Gen As, let alone other generations, that we want to make Allah Ta'ala the center of our focus, the center of our worship, the target of our prayers, the target of our begging, the target of our limitless conversations. And there's no decorum, there's no formal way of having that conversation. As long as there is one-on-one connection, so many times, hey man, can you please do this? You have no limits, I have limits, so I'm asking you. I don't ask anyone else, so can you please take care of this? That's how I normally talk. Nothing wrong with that. As long as I'm making Allah Ta'ala center of my worship, center of my request, center of my applications, center of my invite applications for Umrah, center of my requests to help me with more travel, help me with more things, help me with unlimited halal rizq. That's it. Be it English, be it Punjabi, be it Urdu, be it Farsi, be it Pashto, be it Arabic, it does not matter. What matters is the focus. La ilaha illa huwa. Especially for newer generations. And then, فَاتَّخِذُوهُ vakila, disposer of all affairs, advocate of all affairs. This is really the kicker. So many times we looking at things, let's say a contract ended or a job ended, there were layoffs. So we start looking at, all right, let me just get with five of my recruiters. Hey man, what's happening? Hey man, what's happening? Hey man, what's happening? I want to get after them, like hound them. Perfectly fine. You want to keep that networking going, but the first conversation needs to be with Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. When you hear that your contract's ending or you were part of the layoff, well, what do you say? Alhamdulillah. Are you crazy? No. You say Alhamdulillah because it happened. Allah brought it to me. Allah is taking it away from me. Why? Because Allah has better plans for me. It just so happened one of my contracts, it was November 12th, Friday, and the recruiter called me around 9:30 a.m. and I speak with the recruiter and she's like, "Well, hey, Umair, today's your last day." All right, fantastic, Alhamdulillah. She didn't even understand, Alhamdulillah. And I was like, "All right, so where and when do I return the laptop?" And she was like, "What? That's it? Are you not angry? Are you not mad?" I was like, it took me a few years to get to that point. So I was like, "Well, no, it happened. It's nothing personal. I know this ended because something else is coming to me. So I'm not worried at all." And she was just baffled. So, فَاتَّخِذُوهُ وَكِيلًا. Let Allah decide what's going to happen with us. So we plan, we put things in place, we put dominoes in place. But while we're doing that, we want to understand that there is no better domino layer than Allah Ta'ala, because his reach east to west beyond our observable boundaries, he knows way better than we do. Gotta have blind faith, absolutely blind faith. And another dimension of this is so many times not being able to let go because we want to have that control leads to anxiety, leads to so many mental issues, so many that translate into physical issues. So you've got to have that faith. You've got to relieve that pressure. Hey, you know what? I tried my best. Now it's up to Allah Ta'ala to take care of me. I have done what I had to do. Now you take care of it, man. This is my limit. Now I know what you can do is limitless. So I'm waiting for some magic. I want to take care of my end. You take care of your end. But I know that your end is going to be way better than my end. And then just go with the flow and have faith. And this is so important for Gen Zs, Gen As, because of the society that they are growing up in, especially kids who are growing up in Western societies. They need to understand that our fulcrum, our focus has to be Allah Ta'ala, asking help, going for concerns, having conversations, going for requests. That has to be the very first point of reference. Then come the parents, then come the grandparents, then come the teachers, then come the counselors. Allah Ta'ala has to be absolutely the first person. رب المشرق والمغرب لا إله إلا هو فاتخذه وكيلا. So, Surah Muzammil, I wanted to share this because how it just hit me in context of East and West reference. Let me know if there has been time where you may not have let go and you may have been holding on so tightly that you had to tell yourself, you know what? there is someone above me who can handle it better, so I'm going to let him go. I'm going to let him take care of this, and I'm going to let go. If you have a verse that you like so much that you would want me to bring it to thinking with the Quran, please do not hesitate sharing in the comments. And I will try my best to understand it and try to interpret and see how we can apply that to our daily lives, considering uh, the different generations that we are working with and the next generation that we are raising to get into not just the workforce, but also getting out of schools into the colleges. So, with that thought, keep reading, keep trying to understand and keep asking questions when it comes to Quran, because asking questions is the first step towards understanding everything that Allah Ta'ala has presented to us. Till next, take very good care of yourselves. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.